My grandparents came from St. Agatha, Sicily. His name was Carmelo Purpero and Josephine Purpero. The papers I'm holding here are papers that my grandfather filled out to become a citizen of the United States, which he did not. But when they came over from St. Agatha, they came over on the SS Roma, July the 30th, 1907. They came and landed in New York, and from there they had a relative that lived in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. That's where they settled, and at that time they were very poor. My grandfather was a street merchant and sold vegetables and fruit from a cart, and that's how they made their living. They lived in a very small house and raised 8 children there. One of the struggles that my grandparents when they came here was they never really learned to speak English. My grandmother never spoke a word of English, and my grandfather spoke a little bit of broken English. They made their living starting out with selling fruit and vegetables. They had a cart and they would go around, and that's how they made their living. They were poor. Education was not a priority in Milwaukee as my father grew up. With that said, with only a 6th grade education, these 3 men came to Chillicothe, Ohio, opened supermarkets, and ran it for 30 years on a 6th grade education. I took a trip to New York, and the highlight of our trip was when we visited Ellis Island. But it was so moving to see the names of the immigrants that came, and that was probably the highlight. It made me feel proud. It also made me feel sad because I know a lot of the immigrants struggled. From different clips that I've seen, that they had jobs that paid very little, and the immigrants weren't really treated that well when they came into the United States. But I am so proud of my father, my family, and my Italian heritage.